If Cardi or Uzi had, or if they both dropped on the same day, who would have more hype? Within the fan base, I think that Cardi's fans would be going more crazy, like per capita. That's a term for y'all. Per capita, per fan. Like Cardi fans would literally be losing their minds because they're like, what the fuck? This dude lies to me all the time and he's finally dropping. Like, this is crazy. Whereas Uzi, fans are going crazy, but he would have a lot more of them. So throughout all of the blogs and shit, I think there'd be more hype in totality for Uzi. He would sell more. His music is more digestible for like the mainstream. Just like even chicks are listening to that. I'm sorry, but there aren't many girls who are listening to the King Vampster. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to like radio, and like DJs aren't playing that. But Uzi, you know, he's got like the little cute feminine look. Like he's almost like Hello Kitty. You could put him in an anime. Whereas Cardi, I don't know, you feel possessed when you look at that dude. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with both of them. You know. I'm just trying to be real here. Uzi already dropped and nobody really talking. Bro, everybody's talking about Uzi right now. What are you talking about? SoundCloud posted him. Spotify's posted him. They're all trying to get a bag by getting free promotion, being like, yo, the music is over here. Come listen to it on our platform to give us money. All of the blogs are posting Uzi and Cardi. Honestly, they're both like in the same clout realm, but Uzi is just undeniably bigger than Cardi. Like, I don't know why people can't get that through their heads. Uzi has way more hits. He has more Billboard placements or whatever listings. He has more streams. He has more sales. Like, he's more followers. He may not get as many likes per post, but he also posts a lot more. It's just I don't know what the word is. It's give and take. I don't know. Like, obviously, if you post less and you're more rare, you're gonna have more likes per post. But in total, Uzi has more likes on his posts, more engagement, like, because he posts more. Organically, Cardi would go crazy too. But again, in total, if Uzi dropped an album and Cardi dropped an album on the same day, there is no question that Uzi would sell more. Like, that's not even hating on Cardi. Y'all know how much I like Cardi. Cardi would not win, Eddie. You are so out of your mind. Whole Lotta Red sold 100K. Okay. Uzi and Future's collab tape, which historically do significantly less sales than solo tapes, sold 100K. Uzi by himself on Eternal Take, and I understand there was a lot of hype, but there was 2 for Whole Lotta Red, so it's a great comparison. And it was the same amount of weight. Uzi sold almost 300K. 3 times Whole Lotta Red, okay? And then the next week, he sold, I think, again, like over 100K or something on Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2. So he did it twice. Solo. Bro had a threesome with Cardi. Okay, Sulky saying Billboard placements don't really matter because for Uzi, he dropped 40 songs in 2020. Meanwhile, Cardi takes his time. What are we talking about? You said hype. The only way to track hype is sales. So if Uzi had more placements, and by the way, Eternal Take had 16 songs and still had more Billboard placements than Whole Lotta Red with 25. So what are you talking about? And then the next week, again, he had more Billboard hits than Whole Lotta Red. I'm just speaking facts here. It's all sales. I'm not biased for Uzi. People have been telling me that I've been hating on Uzi for the past like 2 years. Being like, just because I ain't fucking with his snippets like that. And some of them were mid. So which is it? Am I on Uzi or Cardi's side? Because I tell you all the time, I think Uzi all time is better than Cardi. However, Cardi's hype for the past year or two has been creeping up on Uzi, but I think Uzi took it back with these songs. Cardi's next album would sell more than Uzi. Delusional. I can't even I can't even. Bob sucks. Eddie, come on, man. Look, we can support Uzi and Cardi separately. I just like to stick to the facts here. If I were to only support Cardi, that would be biased of me. But when Uzi actually makes a banger, I gotta support him. That's all it is. I'm not gonna sit here and say Cardi's always better, because personally, I've said it always. Love is Rage 2 over Whole Lotta Red. Whole Lotta Red over Eternal Take though. But Uzi still got the best album of the two, like total wise, or out of all of their discography. In fact, I would potentially take Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World over Self-Titled, and Love is Rage over Die Lit. I don't know about those actually. I'd have to listen to them. Self-Titled is actually a classic. I might take Self-Titled as like number 3. Actually, I might even take Self-Titled over a Whole Lotta Red for Cardi, because that was just such an iconic time in my life during college. Nobody was on Cardi at that time. I had to put everybody onto it. Who got a better brand though? Right now, Cardi. I will tell you that. Facts. But we were talking about who would sell more. You said who would have more hype with their album if they dropped on the same day. Uzi would sell more. He's just bigger. And there's nothing you can do about it. Cardi could do the biggest promo rollout ever, but Uzi's just big. Like he's bigger. More people know about Uzi than Cardi. All the girls are listening to Uzi. All the girls are not listening to Cardi. We have more females on this planet. In fact, when you are a fetus in your mom's belly before you are born, you are actually a female before you develop a penis. That's why there are more females on this planet, in the human species at least, because it's more complex to develop into a male. That's why we got nipples too, bro. Exactly. But we don't produce milk like the old days. Travis selling more than Uzi. Now that could be an argument you make. I don't know. It really depends, because Travis sold like what, 250 by himself, but he also has sicko mode and he's gonna get way more features. But Uzi sold almost 300K solo, other than Sid, but that don't even count. Like that didn't increase the sales at all. But Travis Scott had like hella features on it on Astroworld. But then he sold 250 more from merch sales. So who would technically stream more? Travis might. I don't know. It depends. It depends on like the hits he has. But so far, streams wise, Uzi has the record. But I think Travis Scott is just a bigger brand than Uzi overall. Like he's dating Kylie Jenner, and like he was in Fortnite. He has more top 10 singles than Uzi. I think he had number 1 with Sicko Mode, right? Was that number 1? So yeah, Travis is bigger, but like if we're talking about album, there's difference between like a singles. There are artists who do really well with singles, but then their albums like flop. Like almost every pop artist is like, they might have like a banger here and there that like is everywhere, but like when they drop the album, nobody gives a fuck, because pop just doesn't have like a cult fan base, if that makes sense. It's almost like pop artists are like TikTokers, where they have like a couple bangers that go like millions and millions of views, but then if they go on YouTube, like nobody gives a fuck. But then the YouTubers, they might get less views, but they have a stronger fan base. It's just a difference in genres. Uzi got a number 1 without Drake. I don't think Uzi is a number 1. EXO Tour Life, I always thought that he hit it, but he didn't. EXO Tour Life Uzi chart history. I will tell you right now. I believe it hit like number 7, yeah. Unfortunately. Believe me, I would be the guy who's like sucking mad dick. But nah, he got number 7 peak position. Although at the time it almost seemed like he had the number 1, because that was the SoundCloud era and like you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song. But like even Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD didn't hit number 1. I believe that hit number 2. I'll show you in a sec. Juice WRLD, Lucid Dreams. It's really hard to get a number 1. You almost have to have radio play, but EXO Tour Life did have radio play. So did Lucid Dreams. So Bad and Bougie, but Bad and Bougie was a Migos song. Yes, Uzi played in a part in the song, like yeah, but Migos was just so big at the time anyway. My bitch is bad and bougie. It wasn't the Uzi part that really went viral. It did go viral in itself, but like the radio didn't necessarily play that. I feel like they skipped that Uzi's verse a lot.